Hi guys, my name is Kimmy from the Beardsley Library, and today I'm going to show you some different methods on how to use your rock painting kits. So you should have picked up your rock painting kits, and I'm just hopping on here to show you just different techniques to use and how to use the tools that I gave you. So the bag that you got should have had some paint in these little cups, just like that. You should have also gotten 2 different size paintbrushes. Should have gotten 2 little pieces of these wooden dowel things. It was a skewer at first, and then I just cut it in half just so it wasn't poking out in the bag. You should have also gotten a pencil that should be sharpened, a permanent marker, also some glue, it says glue but it's really Mod Podge. I just couldn't fit Mod Podge on there, so it's glue, but it works the same as glue. Some googly eyes. You should have gotten this little paper with just how to mix some different colors if you wanted like a purple. I didn't have purple on here, but I wanted to show you how to make different colors, just in case if you didn't know off the top of your head. And then you should have gotten 2 rocks. So I'm going to show you some different ways to decorate your rocks with some of the tools that you got. Okay, so I'm going to pull you guys and we're going to get down. I'm going to pull you guys down and we're going to get started. Okay. Hi guys, I'm just going to first talk about where to get your rocks. So I got these rocks that you got in your bags on Amazon, but rocks can actually be fairly expensive online. So I would just recommend going for a walk and just finding rocks, or just going into your backyard as well to find different rocks for you to paint. So I got these rocks at the Farmington River Trail, and they have some paths going towards the river, and they have some really nice rocks down there as well. So I just wanted to mention that as well, to where to find rocks, so you don't always have to buy them online. You can find them outside for free, and you can use those to paint. So I want to talk about using the rocks and the shape of the rock. So some people just kind of grab this rock and it just looks weird, so they kind of just toss it back. But when you pick up a rock, think about what you can make with that rock. So what shape kind of does this remind you of? So this one I painted a little bit just for a later example, but this one kind of has like an avocado kind of shape look to it. So a good idea to paint this would be like an avocado, or kind of reminds me of like a Russian doll type shape. So this would be cool as like a Russian doll as well. And then kind of same with this one. This one's kind of long and round, kind of ovally. Maybe using it as a cactus, or like a pickle or cucumber or something like that as well. So I have some examples as well of using the shape of the rocks. So I have this really fun one right here where it looks like an M&M that's bitten out of it. So this is great for like broken rocks as well. I have a broken rock at home that I'm gonna try and paint like this. And then also like the shark, they used the shape of it that looked like a shark head, and they painted it as like a shark because the shape of it is kind of shark-like. But also with this kind of what shape is this? Triangle shape. You can do other things. You could do kind of like a carrot kind of shape. If you did it upside down and paint it orange, it could be carrot, or you can make it look like a mountain or something. So just really look at the shape of it as well. And then the penguins as well too. So this was round, and they're cute little penguins as well. So like I said, really look at the shape of your rock and kind of decide what you want to do with it. You don't have to use the full shape of the rock, and I will be talking about what to draw on other rocks as well. But really just look at the shape, think about things that it could look like, and then you can decide if you want to paint it that way or not. Next, I'm going to show you some different techniques that I use for the background. So first I used like a paper towel, and I put a little bit of paint. Do not put a lot, because you're going to overpower your different colors if you do more than one color. So I just put a little bit of paint on a paper towel, and you kind of just dab it, and that's what I did here. And I did it with some blue and some pink as well, and a little bit of black. I was kind of trying to go for more of like a galaxy look as well. And then also, if I gave you a paintbrush, if you want to kind of do like a galaxy look or like a paint splatter, you just take your brush and you kind of dip it in the color that you want, and this you will get messy because you got to use your hands. And if you just push your brush back, and like I said, you're gonna get messy, it will give you a nice splatter on your, and I'll show you in a second. This way is super messy, so if you do this, I recommend having a newspaper or something underneath your table so you don't get it all over the place. So I just did a quick little splatter. If you can see, the white is kind of splattered on there as well. So that's just a couple other different techniques you can use. And then next I'm going to show you, I kind of made an ombre kind of look to it. So first I kind of picked the colors that I wanted to use. I kind of picked colors that went together. So I did like blue, purple, and white because those kind of colors go together. I don't think like a light blue and a red probably wouldn't go together as well. So maybe pick different colors like orange, red, and yellow, which are kind of close to each other, or like blue, purple, and white like I have, or like green, yellow, and blue might be okay as well. So I want to show you on how to do this. I did it here already, and then I'm just going to do it again here. I'm just going to push you guys down. So first grab your colors that you want. So I have the 3 colors that I want, and you can just do this with as many colors as you want basically, and you could probably do it as a rainbow. I'm sure the blue and the red would work perfectly fine as well, but I try to keep it kind of similar. So first I'm going to just paint a strip of blue just right at the end, because that's the first color I would like. And then I would clean that brush off. And then I'm going to put the purple and put it like right against, you don't want to let the blue dry, do it right after one another. And do a nice white, a nice purple. Clean your brush. Now we're going to do white. And blend it in with the purple. They have to touch, so let them touch. And then we're going to clean our brush off one more time and dry it, and then just go all the way through and blend all those colors together. Like at that, I just did this and I just kind of made them blend all together. Which gave it a nice ombre look, and then they kind of mix together a little bit, which is pretty cool. So that's kind of what it looks like as well. So that's just another technique you can use on your rocks, either for the background or just for whatever you would like. So now I'm going to talk about some different techniques about what you can put on your rocks. So I'm going to show you the tools that I use that I actually gave you in your kit to kind of make this. So the first design I'm going to talk about is doing dots. So dots are kind of popular. If you can see this one in the middle right here, there's lots of just polka dots around the rock, and it gives it like, this one's a very intense one with a lot of little and big and layering of dots, but that's just a little bit of an example as well. So I did just like a little palette of the dots that I did. So these green ones are actually the eraser of the pencils that I gave you. So really use tools everyday tools that you can use. So I used the end of the eraser for this one. For the pink one right here, I used the end of the paintbrush, and I just cleaned it off after. And then for the red ones, I used the end of the wooden skewer I gave you. And then if you look really, really closely, I have like little red dots, and that's what I used the pointy tip on the skewer to do, just if you want to add a little bit more smaller dots. So dots are definitely a cool way to decorate your rocks. Next, I'm going to talk about writing wording on your rocks. So the best rocks to kind of do that is a really flat rock like the ones I gave you in your kits. This one might be okay as well, but this one's kind of round and it's a little bit more textured on here, so it might be a bit harder to write lettering on it as well. So the rocks that I gave you are definitely a great rock to write letters on them, just because they're nice and smooth and they'll come out very clear as well. And I have some examples I'm going to show you. But I think words are just a fun, positive way to kind of share kindness throughout. So I have some, like you saw the dot ones had "you rock" on there. That's kind of fun to see. Or I have other ones like this where you can do the backgrounds, kind of different colors, like we talked about the different background colors that you can use, and then put the lettering on it. So like I said, maybe this white, doing a background kind of like this white rock and then writing the words on it, that will help it make it pop so people can actually see the lettering as well. So this is a great example, and then you can decorate it around it. Like this one has little stripes, and then this one has like the rainbow, and these have dots. So words are definitely a fun and positive way to decorate your rocks. Next, I'm going to talk about just drawing whatever you want on your rocks, not using the shape of the rock, kind of using the rock as just like a canvas. So the best way, I'll show you a picture of an example on my paper, but if you're going to draw like a little character, that I'll show you now, kind of like something like this. You see it has that nice white background as well, and then you can just draw something on it. So these are just some fun animals. You can draw like a watermelon, a pineapple, you can draw a heart, you can draw whatever you want. So that's kind of good as like a canvas. I would definitely do the background of that so it would pop out a little bit. And then also, like I talked about before, outlining. So when you do something like free like this, where you don't really have to use the shape of the rock like we talked about, like with the shark, I think outlining is super important. And I had another fun example with outlining here, using that marker to kind of separate this color line here, and it looks like it's kind of breaking through the rock as well. So I just wanted to talk about just the free shapes you can do on here. It doesn't have to follow the shape of the rock, kind of like the shark, like I said before, but you can just use the rock as like a canvas and to draw whatever that you like onto it. So this is about the end of the video, but I just wanted to talk about a couple more things to kind of finish up your rocks. I kind of wanted to mention why I put googly eyes in the kits. So I thought sometimes they're just super fun to put on rocks. So you can put them on your rocks and you can make like a ladybug shape and then just add some fun googly eyes, or you can make like a silly monster out of it. I think googly eyes just add some fun to the rocks. When you find the rock, there's this cute little monster rock with googly eyes, which is pretty cute. So I thought I would add some googly eyes just in case if you want to use them, and then you can put them on with the Mod Podge because Mod Podge acts as glue as well. So you can add that. You can stick those googly eyes with the little container of glue I gave you. So also, if you are planning on hiding these rocks for, I know Torrington has like a rock Facebook page where you can hide rocks as well. You can use the marker to write the rock name on it. So if you're planning on hiding it, I know, like I said, Torrington Rocks is a really good one. So you can use your marker to kind of write the name on your rocks. And either these rocks are kind of dark, so you could, the black will show up on there, or you could do like a quick white layer on the back and then write Torrington Rocks so you can see it a little bit better. So make sure you write Torrington Rocks or whatever rock Facebook page that you're using on there with your marker. And then lastly, I gave you this Mod Podge not just for the googly eyes, but it's also to seal your rocks just so they last a little bit longer in outside if you do plan on hiding your rocks outside or using them for a rock garden. So you just take your Mod Podge and you're just gonna do a nice thin layer all on whatever rock you painted, whatever paint that's on your rock, I would just put it over that as well. And it comes out, it looks like glue, and it'll be white at first, but when it dries, it'll be clear. And it's gonna give your rock a nice glossy look as well. So just cover your rock where you painted on there. You don't have to cover your whole entire rock if it's not necessary, like this part right here. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do where I painted. And this step is optional. I think your rock will last okay without it, but this is just an extra security, just so it doesn't wear out easily. So that is about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the techniques that I shared with you. Don't be afraid to send me pictures of your rocks or showing me what you made. And I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy your spring break. Hi guys, I just wanted to share with you some of the rock painting books that we have here. I use this book for most of the techniques I talked about in this video, so this one's a really great one. And then we have a couple of these as well. These are just in the young adult room, so we do have a couple more in the children's room. So I just want to let you guys know that we have some really fun books as well to kind of help you design your rocks. So, and using online as well is a really good resource for ideas too. So enjoy guys, and I hope you guys paint some really cool rocks.